I'm Big Al and welcome to Dynoflash videos. It's Friday night and while most people are out having fun, I'm here working on the Evo. What's happened is the car was running a little bit slow at the track at the last pass, so I wanted to take everything apart, check the head gasket, compression was good, look at everything, just check everything out. We were running the stock head. We're going to put the Headway Performance head on the car now. CNC milled. We have the Busher secret spec top of the line piston here. Everything's looking good. The combustion process is very even. The bores are perfect. Everything is good in the engine. Head gasket was good, so we're just gonna put in a better head and turn up the wick. After we get the car in the dyno, we may mess with the turbo, change the back housing on the back of the turbo, go a little bit bigger or smaller. We have a whole bunch of back housings, and then eventually we'll be going back to this puppy right here, the GT42. Right now it's on temporary hiatus, taking a break, but it's going to get back on the car. While I'm enjoying myself, enjoying being an American and my freedom on a Friday night here, I drink this beer for our armed forces serving in harm's way all throughout the world. Thank you. And alright, we got the new cylinder head on, torquing it down, getting everything together. It's Friday night, almost Saturday morning. I'm listening to the Yankees game. They're playing the Red Sox. It's in the 13th inning, no score. They never give up. They keep fighting. They want to win, and that's what I want to do. That's why I'm getting ready for the real DSM Shootout in Ohio, not the punk-ass race the faggots put together in New Jersey who are copying Busher, but the original DSM Shootout, so I can have my $1 ice cream and hang out with the king of DSM, David Busher. I'm getting my car ready. I'm going to Ohio. You came down to get your car dynoed. Ever since you bought it used, it's been weak in power. We added the alcohol injection. You put some cams in there. What kind of cams?
Well, you
still got the stock. You got the stock intercooler, right?
Yeah.
The car was down on power. It's making 335. I said, either your wastegate actuator or your turbo's fucked up. Don't even fuck around. Let's just put a new turbo on it. Sure enough, your turbo is shot, man. It's actually got cracks and holes inside the turbine wheels, falling apart. It's literally falling apart. I don't think it would have lasted much longer, another few thousand miles. Anyway, it's all shot. So we put the new turbo, actually used Evo 8 turbo.
Yep. And
how's the difference in the car?
Much better. Gain more horsepower, 30 more horsepower, torque of 406. So
it's running where it should. Let's go check out the dyno sheet. We got some nice Beamers here lately. I got my car ready to go for the shootout. Gonna have that in the dyno later. There's your car right there. The only thing I would suggest for you is be a front mount intercooler, man.
Yep.
By the way, somebody was asking about that fucking piece of shit 240. It's got a Skyline motor in it.
Nice.
Yeah, Lego put it in. I think he's waiting for some wiring harness or some shit. Car's been sitting around. That's a nice project. 62 turbo. Alright, so there's your after dyno sheet. 404 torque, 361 horsepower. Nice dyno sheet.
Yep.
So you're satisfied?
Very nice.
It was a little bit of a pain in the ass. You gotta pay to swap the turbo, and
it's all right.
You know, a little disappointing. But when you have a car with a lot of miles, you got 70,000 miles, things are going to start to wear out. It's just normal.
Yeah.
We see that a lot with the Audi S4s, turbos going bad and stuff, and Volkswagens, because the cars have been out for a long time. Starting to get more miles. With the Evos, we haven't seen it so much, but I think we're going to start to see more turbo failures and turbo problems.
Right.
It's all part of the game. When it comes to high performance, diagnosis is the #1 talent that a tuner can have, is to properly diagnose a problem. Tuning is any idiot can do it. When you come here to go on my dyno, then especially like this guy just showed up with some Subaru. He's got a whole bunch of crap that he put together. Crazy boost controllers, all kinds of stuff, you know, and the car's gonna have a problem. My job as a tuner is to figure out what's wrong with the car and fix it. Tuning is easy. Tuning is pushing a button. More air, fuel, less. Being a tuner is more about diagnosing the problem, man. Diagnosing, figuring out what the problem is. Here we are, exactly 24 hours later. 24 hours of hard work, man. Thank you for your assistance, by the way, and your guidance.
Yeah, all you do is make sure my car makes power too.
Alright. I'm not gonna leave you out of the game, bro. You know what? We have something in common. Did you know that?
What's that?
You don't know what we have in common?
No?
We both wear Yankees hats, bro. Yo, how about that? They won in the fucking 15th inning last night, man. That was crazy, right?
That's fun for them.
Yo, that shit sounds nasty, right? We're ready for the race, bro. Now it's time to put it on a dyno and fucking blast off 800 to the tire. That's what I want to see. All right. All right, man. Obviously tonight I'm having to work for the power. It ain't coming easy. I gotta make the power. I want 800 to the tire for 150 mile an hour trap speeds. So that's what we're working on. We've been hard at work this weekend. It's Sunday around 9:45. Hard at work. We swapped the cylinder head. We put the car in the dyno. Now we're not making the power we want. We put the changed the back housing to a smaller back housing. It's a pretty big back housing for a small turbo like the GT37. Interestingly, one of the bolts here, this one right here, had backed out, so we had like a little bit of a leak here pre-turbo. Actually at the turbo. Don't know how much power that was costing. Definitely costing something as far as boost potential goes. Alright, so we're back to the old back housing. You can see it spools up tremendously faster. It hits a lot harder down low. Let's put on engine speed. I'm really tired, man. It's been a tough few days. Picked up about 30 foot-pounds of torque, and it's pulling pretty good, up to about 8,000. It's actually making a little bit more power. I made about 15 more horsepower. Now we got to tune it, obviously. We're still a little lower on power than I would like to be, but you know what? You gotta work with what you got, man. Hey, let's take a look in the engine compartment here. Pusher mini battery, Shure T4 header, pusher motor, pusher power, HDS Kansai intake, all the same stuff. Let's take a pass, man. Let's see how it's running. I'm going to put the camera over here. Put them all back. Alright, final tail of the tape. We were at 740 with the old back housing. We just put it on with no tuning, went to 755. With tuning, 774. So we made a lot of power with that back housing swap. You can see that down low it spools up a lot harder than the old one. Makes a lot more torque, and then up here on the top, it actually with tuning I was able to make a little more power on the top end. So the optimal back housing is the one I'm using. Of course, tuning is hard work. Torque pretty good, almost 600 foot-pounds of torque. That's pretty impressive for a little 2-liter. That's it. My shootout preparation is finished. I am ready to go to Ohio and represent Busher Racing with my Busher Racing powered Evo. Going to put in 2 hard days of work here, trying to get as many customer cars ready as I possibly can. And then it's time to head out to Ohio so I can be a target for all the Al haters. You could try to beat me on the track.